Have you ever heard this story? Two horses pulling a cart, traveling with their owner on a long business trip. One horse was very diligent, exerting itself to pull the entire journey. The other was leisurely and slow, lagging behind. The owner, seeing the second horse's slow pace, transferred some of the goods onto the first horse. The slow horse was delighted. After a while, it deliberately slowed down even more. So the owner transferred all the goods from the slow horse to the other one. The slow horse, pleased with itself, thought, "Why exert myself and suffer? Look at me, so relaxed." But the owner thought, if one horse can pull all the goods, why keep two? Soon after, the lazy horse was sent to the slaughterhouse. This is the famous slow horse law. If your existence is unnecessary to society, people can do with or without you. And if you don't bring any real value to the world, the day you're discarded will come soon. A person who always wants to stay in their comfort zone is essentially killing their own future. Refusing to grow, to strive for improvement, is sowing the seeds of the greatest risk in your life. Your comfort zone is killing you. Many people are like this. They seem diligent and hardworking, but their salary and income rarely increase. Opportunities for career advancement are scarce, simply because they prefer repetitive tasks, familiar work, things that don't require thinking or intellectual development. They're content with routine. I remember in the movie Alice in Wonderland, the Red Queen has a classic line. I'll put it on the screen. It roughly translates to, "You have to keep running just to stay in the same place." A few days ago, I met a younger friend. She complained about increasing work pressure and the fierce competition for money. A classmate of hers, who graduated and started working around the same time, has already been promoted and earns several times more than her. Looking at herself, having worked for the company for 4 years, doing a lot of work, finding clients, market research, business trips, yet she still hasn't received a promotion or raise. Frustrated, she told me, "I can't take this anymore. If anyone wants to do this job, let them have it." Hearing her frustration and helplessness, I advised her to consider changing jobs. But she fell silent. Most salespeople like her travel extensively, some even spending years away from home. They must explore new markets. But my friend, when it comes to business trips, will always try to postpone them if possible. She mostly contacts clients via Zalo and phone, occasionally doing field work. She clocks in and out on time. Her passion for work is certainly not comparable to new graduates. Her experience and expertise may not match older colleagues. So why would she get a promotion or raise? An article titled, "To Those Who Just Get By at Work," stated, "If you just get by each day, the days will pass you by. In the end, you are the one who loses. If you want to advance in your career but want to remain comfortable in your comfort zone, you will inevitably fall behind." Life is a journey of growth and advancement. If you don't strive, you will be eliminated. Life has its own accurate measurements and cause and effect relationships. What you sow today, you will reap tomorrow. If you only seek comfort and pleasure, behind that comfort lurks a plethora of risks. Remember, never accepting new risks is the greatest risk of all. A few days ago, I met some old friends. One friend, T, planned to buy a house, but the plan is indefinitely postponed. Friends encouraged him, but the conversation shifted to the topic of security. He actually had enough money for the down payment, but he felt anxious and couldn't make up his mind because his current job prospects weren't optimistic. He feared that if he lost his job suddenly, he would face financial risks and be unable to manage the annual mortgage payments. He's a planner for a company with a decent income and a comfortable life, but he said he felt increasingly anxious. Recently, his department hired many talented young people full of energy, and he felt immense pressure. It's easy to understand the fear of being laid off, but will a stable job really provide you with a sense of security? If you've watched my previous video about the book Anti-Fragile, Things That Gain from Disorder, you'll see that the world is increasingly chaotic because it's constantly changing and fluctuating. The more you crave security, the more fragile and weak your life becomes. Many people pursue stability, trying only to avoid risks and maintain their current position without making any changes. But remember, never accepting new risks is your biggest risk. A stable job cannot provide you with a sense of security. The author of Love in the Time of Cholera said, "Life will always force us to be reborn again and again. Whether we like it or not, we are constantly driven forward. The difference is that some people improve, while others decline. Those who progress daily are not necessarily lucky. They dare to try, dare to do, dare to take risks, dare to step out of their comfort zones and choose a wise and intelligent way of life." You can refer to more videos about anti-fragility and the ability to live more wisely and happily in today's world. In my previous video, I shared that only through continuous learning and self-development can you truly master your life. In a story called Peace of Mind is Where My Heart Returns, there's a plant like grass that grows only 1 millimeter each year. It's 6,000 years old, but only 6 centimeters tall. Although it grows very slowly, it never stops growing. If plants strive so hard, why do we only want comfort and ease? In today's life, you can give up everything, but the one thing you cannot give up is self-development. Carry an umbrella on a sunny day, and you won't fear the rain. The way to escape the slow horse law is to equip yourself with skills and anti-fragile thinking. Practice small daily habits to continuously improve yourself. The first principle, be curious. Einstein said, "Curiosity is the driving force behind all progress." Curiosity propels us forward. It's a natural human trait. Children are very curious. We were all children once, but as we grow up, we become lost and mentally imprisoned. Our brains prefer comfort and routine. Therefore, we must cultivate a resilient mindset, a mindset that remains curious like a child, always wanting to learn something new, always open to unfamiliar experiences, creating opportunities to explore ourselves and the world around us. Second, use the 5-second rule. The historian Sagius said, "Think carefully before acting, but once you've decided, act decisively." The difference between an ordinary person and a successful person lies in the ability to act instantly. Many of us struggle with procrastination. One of the simplest ways to act immediately is the 5-second rule. If you can start acting within 5 seconds, you can become the person you want to be. Third, regularly reflect on yourself. I've heard this. If you haven't developed the habit of self-reflection, your life hasn't truly begun. Lack of reflection means no growth. Chris, author of Exploding with Self-Discipline, consistently reviews and summarizes his life, work, reading, and emotions every week. After more than 15 years of perseverance, Chris became an economics professor, founded the More, and helped more than 10,000 people overcome procrastination and live disciplined lives. By regularly reviewing your life, you can live more consciously, confidently, and progressively. Believe me, this is absolutely certain. Living as a slow horse or a hard-working one is your choice. But remember, only with courage, effort, learning, and continuous improvement will life open up wider paths for you and help you face life's uncertainties. If you don't want to stumble, learn to be bold and act. Understand that every change is both a risk and an opportunity. And whether risk or opportunity, it's an experience that brings growth and maturity. A quote I love and want to share with you: "The only true sense of security comes from experiencing insecurity in life." I wish each of us will avoid becoming the slow horse. Thank you for listening. This is the self-improvement radio segment of Rise Up. If you find this video helpful, please share it with those who need it. Give love, receive love. Subscribe to my channel for the latest insightful videos. This is the greatest support you can give me. Thank you sincerely, and I'll see you in the next video.